2014 obtained a clean audit for the first time in 14 years together with its 5 entities, where the Auditor General Terence Nombembe made his announcement. This comes after President Jacob Zuma highlighted the city in his State of the Nation address in 2013 as one of the regions suffering from corruption. Joining me now to talk about the clean audits and the turnaround strategy is the Chief Financial Officer of the City of Ekurhuleni, Ramasela Ganda. Good morning, Ramasela, and Happy New Year to you.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you too.
This is the first clean audit received by the City of Ekurhuleni 14 years since the 9 towns were merged. What were the issues? Why did it take so long?
Yeah, I think you started well by saying 9 towns. I mean, it's one of the challenges that one had to go through because you made small, medium. I mean, you had the Jamestown, you had Albertine, you had Tukoza. So it was a mix of different cultures, different processes, and you know, some of them never had good system. So the merging process was indeed a big task. And I must say that in 4 years, Auditor General gave us unqualified audit. So from a point of governance, we've been there. I mean, even in 2013, Auditor General did indicate to Ekurhuleni that it's just a matter of time. If we work very hard, if we put the processes together that we're supposed to do, we'll make it. So I think 2014, we're very excited that we closed the year with one of the national objectives, because nationally, and you remember, former minister, the late Minister of Corporate Governance, Local Government, he said, you know, in 2014, I want metros and municipality to have clean audit. And Ekurhuleni just did achieve that.
What do you attribute? You talked about putting processes in place, but what were some of the other systems that you had to maybe establish and attributed to the overall turnaround strategy?
A number of things, but let me start saying, you know, good leadership goes a long way, starting with our council, our mayor, the mayoral committee, and our city manager, Mr. Kaya Ngema, and also putting the structure of leadership with regard to senior managers, getting competent people on board. That was a big start that I think I attribute a lot to a council to say that we can go out and we can go aggressively and recruit in all aspects of the metro. From then approving policies, the turnaround of council approval. You know, in local government, people say things take long, but the approval of processes and policies enable us as administrators to go in and implement the process, because at least from a policy point of view, we were covered in a number of things. So it's for us to say, let's take out things that are not working. And by things that are not working, I'm talking about systems that are not working. People that don't understand, people that are not competent, take them to training. People that do not belong in this system, when I say people that do not belong in the system, people that take chances, people that take shortcuts, people that do not apply their mind in the MFMA to say that, what do you need to do? So those things really made it a success. And recruiting the best, and I mean, I think in finance now, one can boast that we've got a number of competent people. If you go to our engineering section, we've got competent engineers. So we are geared for the future very well.
So we're talking about putting systems and processes in place, and then there's the issue of corruption, and that was highlighted by the President. Have you dealt with the corruption issue?
We had to face it head on. I mean, I think at one stage it was just disciplinary after disciplinary action, and making sure that we also, you know, sometimes when you look at Municipal Act, MFMA, what the problem with us is that people are not competent. So we had to take people for training, but those that deliberately went out of their way to corrupt the system, we made sure that the law dealt with them accordingly. They were taken out of the system. Some are still in disciplinary. Remember, when you deal with labor matters, you have to go through the process that can be very lengthy. Some are still there, but in earnest, we've made sure that what we did what we call consequent management. You do wrong, then the metro will deal with you.
In terms of this process, how many members are actually right now going through that disciplinary process? How many, when you talk about a turnaround strategy, you've had to clean out. How many people have since then lost their jobs, been through disciplinary process? What numbers are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, some of them, the cases are still on. I mean, one will say, from a senior management point of view, it could be about 3 of them that have left the system, but in different levels, I mean to junior levels, because you find that, you know, the private sector and people outside go for the lower people in the chain and they corrupt them as well. So it's about different levels, but every time when we find somebody, then they get to be dealt with according to the law.
Okay, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for joining us. That, of course, is the Chief Financial Officer of the City of Ekurhuleni, Ramasela Ganda, talking to us about the 6 clean audits that the City of Ekurhuleni was awarded at the end of 2014.